Saavedra Speaks, and today I'm just gonna talk. I'm drinking ChocolateRouge wine. It is a blend of rich chocolate flavors and fine red wine. Now, don't think I'm ghetto because this comes in a screw cap. I'm sure it comes in a screw cap because chocolate and a corkscrew probably wouldn't go over well, but I've got this wonderful chilled bottle of ChocolateRouge, and I'm going to, as you hear, get my drink on. As you see, as always, I'm never going to fill my glass to the rim. And I normally don't drink this kind of wine in a glass like this. It's kind of weird, but I figured staying with the red wine and the red wine glass, this would go over well. But this I honestly put in a regular beverage glass because it's almost like chocolate milk. And if you can get your hands on this, it's amazing. But I'm drinking today because, like, I'm watching TV and all over the news, you know, there's things going on and they tell us what they want us to know, and then they blind us with all the other crap that we don't need to know about. You know, I'm sorry, you can say I'm a conspiracy theorist, which I'm not, but I'm the type of person, if I see a dot and another 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 dot, at some point you start to connect them, and one dot will lead you to another. You know, personally, I found it quite odd that all of last year, all of these gun situations were coming up right when we were on the topic of gun control. But gun control actually trumped the unemployment insurance fiscal cliff. How was that? I don't know. But when you think of that fiscal cliff that we just got over that hurdle in December, I want to say, right around Christmas time, beginning of January, and everything was fine. You know, the extensions went through. Now, let's think about unemployment, say, pre-Obama, when everything was going on, and Obama comes in and they get the stimulus to get this $50 bonus for, you know, being on unemployment. It was like a $50 increase or something like that. I'm not sure if it was a one-time deal or if that was an extra $50 in your check every time you got paid. Well, now, moving forward, some, 5-6 years later into Obama's term, now, as of, April 28th, excuse me, I don't know why I was thinking October, but as of April 28th, they reduced unemployment benefits by 17.69%, which almost averages out to a loss of $50 per check for a lot of people on unemployment insurance. Now, my husband and I go back and forth because unemployment insurance is insurance that your employer paid into a pool while you were working, so that if you weren't working, you had some money to help get you through until you got another job. Lo and behold, people are abusing that, which, you know, has milked the system, that for people who are legitimately out of work and looking for work, it's hard for them. And especially at a time where the economy is just, they keep telling us it's going up, but then it doesn't seem like it's going up. People are still having a hard time, finding jobs, and it's just not the best situation economically for looking for a job. But as, you know, statistics are starting to show, this is a thriving time to start your own business if you are able to do so. So where I am with today is being self-sufficient. Don't depend on anybody and anything. We can't depend on the government, which, you know, we're seeing that now, that the government is really not our friend. They were put in place to, you know, govern the laws and make sure there was order and everything. But, you know, I turn on CNN this morning and there's some bill that's up for debate or something like that, and it's got to do with crops and things like that as far as food is concerned, which with what they are proposing is going to decrease food stamps a minimum, I think, of about $10 billion over the next 10 years. A decrease in food stamps. That's a big red flag for me, because I know there are a lot of people that rely on food stamps to feed their family, and if food stamps are going to go down, like unemployment is going down, how do we fix the economy for the poor person? Just think about that. How do we fix the economy for the poor person if you're taking away everything that's supposed to help build them up? Not saying welfare and things like that should be taken away, because they should be there for people that really, really need it. But for those that don't, you shouldn't be penalized in all of these other areas. You know, some people get food stamps because their work slowed down and they need to fill in that gap. What does a person like that do later on down the line? I mean, there's a lot going on in the world. I can ramble on and on. I know you probably want me to, and then you're probably saying, oh, shut up. Well, guess what? This is my channel. This is Wine and Reason. This is why I'm drinking wine. My reasons today for drinking wine are the economy. They're going to lower food stamps. Now, I'm not a recipient of food stamps. I was, gosh, over 20 years ago, I did get food stamps, but you know, that's a thing in the past. I'm not ashamed. I was going through some things and had to do what I had to do to make sure my babies had some food. And you know, I'm all about my food. So yeah, just, you know, looking at lowering food stamps, you know, they're lowering unemployment insurance. That's insurance for people that have worked and are going back to work. That's not a handout. Hopefully somebody listening to this, or a bunch of you listening to this, will go out and do something in your community and vote on a local level. Vote on a local level to change the things that are going on where you live, because that's the only way it'll be done. Thank you again for tuning in to Wine and Reason. I'll see you next time.